With the release of the brand new version of Wuthering Wave 1.1, Jinshi comes as a breath of fresh air. Jinshi is a 5 stars limited banner Spectro element character that uses broadblade as her weapon. As the Magistrate of Jinzhou, Jinshi bears her noble and weighty share of duties. She has a resonance connection with the sentinel WuWa, who manifests in the shape of a Loong Dragon. Jinshi was chosen by the sentinel WuWa to lead and guide the people towards the brilliant future. Jinxi's role fits the most as a main DPS, where she truly shines with Verina as her support and YinLin or Mortefi as the sub-DPS. Her damage truly breaks the ceiling and beyond expectation, especially with more sequences. After Jinshi uses her skill, she enters Incarnation state. By using 4th enhanced basic state during this state, she gets Ordination Glow. Now once Ordination Glow is obtained, both her skill and basic attack are further enhanced. This is where her main source of damage comes from. Jinshi initiates her burst phase with a skill, giving 2 in-game animation being skill and the ultimate. Now let's talk about her skills. Jinshi has 2 passive inherent skills, Radiant Surge, which increases her own spectral damage by 20% and converts Flash, which gives 50% additional damage on her intro skill. As for her active skills, most of the damage comes from her Forte circuit, but they are counted as a skill damage due to the Ordination Glow state. The Forte circuit counts approximately 74% of her total damage, therefore the prioritize should be the Forte circuit first, followed by Resonance Liberation, which counts for about 18% of her damage, then Resonance skill, basic attack, and then intro skill last. Very important to mention here that Jinxi's Forte Circuit and Resonance Liberation weigh so much more than the rest 3. That being said, it is better to do vertical scaling going up and unlocking the inherent skill, attribute bonuses first, before upgrading the basic attack, resonance skill, or intro skill. You can leave these 3 at minimum level for material cost efficiency. Now let's talk about the Echo. The best choice for Jinshi is Morning X or Sentinel Jue. You can obtain Jue as Echo by finishing the story quest and later becoming weekly boss. Either way, they are both similar in the total damage output. At cost 4, aim for crit rate or crit damage percentage. At cost 3, aim for 30% spectral damage and 30% attack percentage because it is better than putting double spectral damage percentage since the Celestial Light Sonata effect Echo is already counting 30% spectral damage bonus. At cost 1, aim for attack percentage. For substats, energy regen, and then crit rate, crit damage, attack, resonance skill damage, flat attack, and resonance liberation damage. Moving on to the weapon, Jinxi's signature weapon, Aegis of Harvest, is the bat in slot for her. Ranking number 2 is GN's 5-star signature weapon, Verdant Summit. This is approximately giving 86% total damage output assuming her signature is 100%. Coming in third with 81.9% is the 5-star Lustrous Razor from the Permanent Standard Convene banner. As for 4 stars, Helios Clever R5 at 70.8%, Autumn Trace R5 at 68.1%, and Broadblade 41 R5 at 67%. That being said, I highly recommend you to get more sequences for her instead of the weapon if you already have any of these 5 stars Broadblade weapon. This is mainly because you can swap each other weapon instead of getting one for each. On top of that, the sequences weigh so much more than the signature weapon for overall damage output. For Jinsi, though she is very good at sequence 0, her best sequence points are S3 and S6. Let me break it down for you. At S1, basically her overall damage output increased by approximately 13.4%. At S2, this is for those who really enjoys open world experience and tower adversity, increasing about 18.9% higher total damage than sequence 1. At S3, when Jinshi uses her intro skill, her attack is increased by 25% up to 2 stacks, lasting for 20 seconds. What makes it so broken is that the buff is not independent. That means it is possible to get 50% attack as long as your rotation is correct. This sequence counts for approximately 18.8% increase in total damage compared to sequence 2 Jinshi. At S4, the attribute damage bonus increased for 20%, which counts for approximately 6.3 increase in total damage compared to S3. At S5, the multiplier of elemental liberation damage is increased by 120%, totaling an approximately 15.4% increase in total damage compared to sequence 4. At sequence 6, her beauty shines and swallow the waves, resulting in approximately 22.3% increase in total damage compared to sequence 5. This is absolutely broken da broken. In short, it is recommended to pull for S0, S3, or S6 depending on your wallet. Moving on, Jinxi's best team comp is herself, YinLin or Mortefi, or Yuanwu as sub-DPS, and then Verina or Baizi as support, without a doubt. Having YinLin equipped with Impermanence Heron will buff Jinshi attack by 22% plus 25% Resonance Liberation damage respectively. Verina for buffing overall and healing with the Turtle Bell Guard. Additionally, Sequence 4 Verina will provide Spectro damage bonus by 15% for 24 seconds. Unfortunately, without S4 Mortefi, Jinsi rotation won't be optimal but still very viable regardless. This is due to the duration of Mortefi's ultimate and the overall buffing capability. Yenwu and Baizi are optimal or replacement if you do not have the characters mentioned. My name is Timothy Brandy, and as promised, here are other guides that I made for you that you might be interested in. Until then, I have a video of YinLin and Verina popping up on screen right now, and I definitely recommend you to watch it. Thank you for watching, and by subscribing, you are letting me know that this video is indeed helpful. God bless, and see you in the next one.